I've built for myself an indicator that automatically draws the technical analysis that I need for my swing trading. How it works and how you can implement it as well on your technical analysis. It's free. You can download it in the description. So basically, the indicator draws the latest breakup structure, recognizes swing points, liquidity sweep, fair value gaps. It also draws a Fibonacci level and a small volume profile based on the last Fibonacci range. So what I do, I'm a swing trader, and every weekend I come to the chart and I look at two major things, which are that tells me which asset I need to trade for the following week. And after that, I have a list of fundamental picks. I do my technical analysis on them. So if TradingView collaborate, I'm going to show you how this works. As I was saying, the first thing that I do, I look at fundamentals. Okay, so I need to see what institutions have changed in the previous week and how the macro structure changed, so that I know which asset I need to trade. So as always, I come to my full scoring metrics. This is my community. You can download the free indicator here. And I come to my full scoring metrics. Let me update it. And as you can see, we have the full scoring metrics for this week. So we have the list of tradable assets based on all of these items that give a score. And the sum of this score give me possible setups for the week. So for example, RHF is pretty bearish and UK 100 is pretty bullish. So what I do next, I also gave a look at the COT report to see the latest change. Like, for example, they removed 159,000 contracts from the short side of the SPX, which is the S&P 500. So I, for example, expect a really strong S&P 500 because they removed a lot. That's a lot of money from the short side. So even if they didn't increment alongside, that's a bullish sign. But the COT report is just another point because it's already here, as you can see, COT. So I look at my asset, came to TradingView, and import them here. And then I use my indicator to do some really simple analysis. And based on that, I place my limit. So for example, for this week, we have all of these assets. RGBP, as you can see, let me show it to you again, is here, is bearish, because we have a really strong, we have a pretty strong euro and a pretty weak GBP. You can see better here in the COT report. GBP, they added 32,000 contracts on the short side. This is the last week change from institution on each asset, okay? And euro, they added 19,000 contracts on the long side. So the scoring matrix is telling us that our GBP is bearish, also based on all of these other economic and jobs market and inflation factor. So I came here to the chart. What does the indicator tell me? It tells me that we had a breakup structure. We have some imbalance left. That's our Fibonacci range, so where price could pull back. We also have a spike in volume here. So that's, for me, is a pretty good setup. So if price for the next week will come back to this point, I would be happy to take a short, hoping for it to continue to the downside. Clearly, that's not a 100% win rate strategy. I'm documenting everything, every trade that I took. I have all of the statistics. I'm trying to pass prop firms. That's the prop firm that I'm trying to pass right now. We'll see how it goes. You can check everything, okay? I'm be fully transparent, win, loss. You can see here in my track record result that I have the file that I just show you in a more pretty version. Okay, so you can see everything. And so for the next week, I will be looking at this asset. You can see my limit and how I would like to trade. That's how my indicator works. I'm going to show you. Like, for example, here we have RSD, which is bearish, but the indicator drew the last breakup structure, which is bullish. You can change that. You can see that it also recognizes liquidity sweep. You can change it drew the last breakup structure. Can be changed here in the settings, in the swing length. If you make the swing length longer, it will recognize a more swing structure. Okay, but I like to keep it pretty narrow. This is all the asset for this week. That's the NZDHF, as you can see. That was an amazing trade. Again, breakup structure, the last major swing points, Fibonacci level, fair value gaps, and we also have the volume side. So it's really simple. That way, I've created a proven and repeatable strategy. Okay, so we have the fundamentals that my full scoring matrix automatically give me. So it's a really easy job. Then I do my technical analysis, which with the help of my indicator. And the next thing to cherry top everything is the risk management. So I need to have a proper risk management in order to not blow accounts. And of course, I haven't added, but psychology is also important as well. If you have all of this stuff on point, you can be a really profitable trader. in this case, a swing trader. I'm going to show you the next setups. This is GBPOD, for example, break of structure, Fibonacci levels. Here we have a small fair value gap. I also like to add like supply and demand concepts, so it makes the chart even more clear. We'll see how this trade developed for the following week. This is, for example, UK 100, which is bullish asset for the following week. You can see that's a score of +8. So we had a break of structure. That's the last swing point. Fibonacci level, POC, with our most traded area. And here we also have a nice demand zone. This is what I would call a demand zone, which is a little consolidation before expansion. So if UK 100 pull back into this zone, I would be happy to take a long. As you can see, it's really simple and it's really repeatable, which is what is able to make me trade without lose control over my emotion. That's the only way that I've been able to find some profitability in trading. Again, you can check all the indicators that I've built. I also have some intraday indicators for the intraday lovers. They are pretty helpful. I also have currency strength indicator, which basically correlate each asset and give a list of the stronger asset and of the weaker asset. That's pretty helpful. You can check everything in the description, and I'll see you in the next one.